Hi everyone, Bernard here again. Thanks for joining me on behalf of moviegamenostalgia.com. Today we're looking at a new TV drama that's now will be available to buy very soon, and obviously is available on Channel 4. What's it called on Channel 4? Channel 4? All 4, Channel 4. They're obviously catch-up sites, so please, if you've not watched it so far, it's just finished a couple of nights ago. On Channel 4 as four episodes over 4 weeks. It's called Deadwater Fell. It's a 15 rating. So we're going to have a look at that today. Crime drama written and created by Daisy Coulomb. Daisy Coulomb is a British television producer and screenwriter known for creating Grantchester for ITV in 2014. Not my most favourite period drama. It was okay. She is from Ryde on the Isle of Wight. And she's also written for BBC One soap operas like EastEnders and Casualty. Well, certainly another two of not my favourite things. It was filmed on location mainly in Kilbark and Renfrewshire, if I pronounced that correctly, in Culzean Country Park, Dunlop and Maidens Beach in Ayrshire. So it's obviously filming location there in mainly June 2019. So you want to check the Scottish weather out for that time. Please have a look at the weather on the beach, etc. 180 minutes, 4 episodes. Well, what's it about? Well, it's a seemingly perfect and happy family is murdered by someone they know and trust. The small Scottish community they call home becomes riven with mistrust and suspicion as those closest to the family begin to question everything they thought they knew about their friends. It stars, amongst others, David Tennant, Maureen Beattie, Stuart Bowman and Laurie Brett. Is it any good? Well, the first episode, obviously, it was a month ago now. To the reviews from, let me just get a couple of reviews here. The first episode of Deadwater Fell received positive reviews from critics. David Craig of the Radio Times gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, calling it a complex and fascinating mystery. He praised screenwriter Daisy Coulomb for fleshing out the characters, not finishing them out, particularly Kate Kendrick, who was played by Anna Madeley. While Deadwater Fell might initially sound like another case of disposable woman in the crime genre, writer Daisy Coulomb deserves recognition for elevating the character of Kate above such a trope. And Lucy Mangan of The Guardian likewise rated it 4 out of 5 stars, comparing it positively to Broadchurch. Whether it will catch the public's imagination like Broadchurch is anyone's guess, she said. It feels far more solidly engineered, easily convincing in its portrait of a small community suddenly shattered by an awful event, and it elicits more emotional investment from the off. I'm finding it's an irresistible treat, she went on, but these things are essentially alchemical and unpredictable. Broadchurch with freckles. Think of it like that if it'll help. Come on in, the Deadwater's lovely. So the critics after the first episode were quite complimentary. And this was sort of backed up by Internet Movie Database ratings by the public, you and me. In the end, it only received, though, a 6.5 out of 10, with each episode rating. Episode 1 got 7.3, so a good rating. Episode 2 got 7.8, so obviously the atmosphere was heightened. Episode 3 got 7.7, but we'll go on to episode 4 in a minute. There were many good reviews on the early episodes, but there were detractors, and some of the detractors actually commented the various things. And they commented, I soon started to lose interest with the story because of the slow pace. That's one. And another one was something about this that feels a bit lackluster. Someone else said, sadly, the whole series is absolutely pointless thus far. I mean, obviously, these are going against the grain of the early episodes. And someone commented here, just to finish off some public comments, less than complimentary. All I can say about Deadwater Fell is that Ditchwater Dull would be a more appropriate title. Well, my look at it, I mean, I do appreciate some of the negativity part on the early episodes about the pace being slow. But again, it was 4 episodes, so it was one of those things that perhaps it could have done with 3 rather than 4. I mean, Tennant carries it through and he's ably assisted by some really good acting. And although I can usually guess the outcome of these things, I myself I was almost sure what was happening. And I think you're not supposed to, there are little twists and turns, but I was almost sure what was happening leading up to the final episode. They do have the normal flashback sequences you get in these dramas these days, and they're just about right. But because some of these dramas can overdo the flashbacks. and it can be really unnecessary. But for this one, it just about worked. And I was looking forward to the last episode. And it did sadly let the whole series down. I mean, I was giving the whole series a rating of 7.5 to 8 out of 10, which is sort of more in line with what the Internet Movie Database was saying. And by the end of it, I'm only going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 because I was a little bit disappointed with the ending. As I said, they stretched out an episode too far, and I was a little bit disappointed with the last episode. And agreeing with me are the Internet Movie Database ratings that would drop to 6.5 for that last episode. So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to give it a similar 6.5 rating as well for my rating. But I wouldn't put anyone off watching it. Broadchurch, no, it's not. Broadchurch, it isn't. Certainly not the early Broadchurch. Anyway, I think Broadchurch in itself got a little bit stayed over time with new series. But obviously, the early Broadchurch is certainly not that. It's not a bad drama. Please, if you've not watched it or you've watched 1 or 2 episodes, it is worth watching overall. And don't be too much down on the last episode. You know, at least the story comes to an end. And a lot of these dramas leave it open, don't they? So that's one positive thing to say about the drama. We do get a start, a middle, and an end in various order, but obviously we get there eventually. So please, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. My watchable rating is usually 6 out of 10, so it's certainly worth a watch. But I do understand all the criticisms on it. Anyway, that's available to buy as well as on Channel 4. Catch up, so it's available to buy from the 3rd of February, and so it's $12.99 on DVD, and as I said, it's 4 episodes, 180 minutes. So that's Deadwater Fell covered. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you get to watch it, or you've already watched it, obviously, on the weekly episodes. Let me know what you thought. And I said, I do understand people being disappointed, and I was a little bit disappointed by the end of it all, but overall, looking at the series as it stands, it's certainly a watchable. It won't live long in the memory. Won't we want to be going back and watching again? But some great acting, some good scenes, some good sets as well up in Scotland. It's really nice to watch that as well. So that's well put together. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this. Please follow me on Twitter at nostalgia_movie, where I do various movie vlogs and blogs, etc. and stuff on there. So please there. And I'm on Facebook at Bernardine with links to moviegamenostalgia.com, my website for DVDs, board games, and posters. So if you ever look on there, great. Any thumbs ups appreciated. Please push your subscribe buttons when you know these things are coming out, and they're all sorted below the comments, playlists and other vlogs about movie specials and TV series specials, etc. So please just dip in and out and see what you want to do. And I do at least 3 or 4 vlogs every week on various things, movie releases on DVD, Blu-ray, and movie releases at the cinema, and reviews of board games and posters, etc. So please check them out in the playlist and check all my links out below. Thank you so much for watching this. Whatever you're going to do with the rest of your day, have a good one. Look after yourself, look after your friends, and more importantly, look after your family. And hopefully I'll see you all again very soon. This is Bernard saying goodbye.